career decisions are scary, and often one of the biggest fears is that we're going to regret the decision that we make. Okay, so maybe you've had this situation where you've faced a career decision and you've thought, what if I make the wrong choice? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I take the promotion? Should I change industries? Most people approach these decisions in a way that almost guarantees regret because they're always thinking about what the other side can mean. But let's step back for a minute and think about a better approach. Let's jump into it. When I am working with coaching clients on making some big career changes and decisions, one of the first things that I need people to understand is that rarely is there one perfect decision. And on the other side, there's no way to know what that future could look like if they chose different paths. It's just not possible. And most career decisions, they do involve trade-offs. For example, higher compensation may mean more stress and responsibility. More flexibility may mean slower growth. A startup may offer opportunity and risk. A large company may offer stability and bureaucracy. Those aren't always true. Those are just potential things that they could be. So the goal here isn't finding perfection. It's looking to move through a thoughtful decision about what matters most to you. Okay, so let me give you 3 ways to do that. First, I highly encourage the people that I work with to evaluate opportunities across multiple dimensions. So think about things like growth, compensation, flexibility, leadership, culture, how it aligns with their own purpose, their own learning that's possible there, like learning new skills and having new experiences, and also long-term opportunity. Then, once you've looked at those different categories, then you can ask which factors matter most to you right now, because priorities change, right? The best decision for you 5 years ago may not be the best decision today, and that may be different than 5 years from now or even less time, right? So think about multiple factors and those things that are most important to you right now. Number 2, it's important to separate facts from fears. Okay, and I recognize that this is very difficult to do sometimes. Many people will spend time imagining worst case scenarios instead of evaluating reality. So instead, I highly encourage you to gather valid information, talk to people, ask great questions. You can reduce uncertainty where possible, but not all of it. And so there is something to be said that you will have to step into some uncertainty. Okay, one of my favorite quotes about uncertainty, and I put this in my book by Virginia Satir. She said that many people prefer the certainty of misery to the misery of uncertainty, right? If you're someone who really hates that misery of uncertainty, you might need to learn to embrace uncertainty as you make decisions here for a little bit, okay? Finally, number 3 is that to understand that most career decisions are not permanent. Okay, I mean, to some degree they are. You are deciding and you're moving forward with something, but a lot of doors are 2-way doors, not 1-way, right? So if you think you want to try a different industry, you can probably come back to the industry that you're in right now. You're not choosing your future forever. You're choosing just the next step, the next stage, the next chapter of your career. So, and then you can pivot from there. It's just an iterative step. Thinking about like a prototype that you might be designing as an engineer, right? This mindset alone can help reduce some of this pressure because we can learn, we can adapt, and we can make another change later if we need to. To put this together, I just want to remind you that great career decisions come from clarity and purpose, not certainty. You don't need to know exactly what's going to happen. You just need enough information to make the best decision that's available to you today. And so if you are in this situation where you're facing a major career transition or decision and you know something needs to change, but you're not sure how to move through that and how to think through this, I'd love to connect. I love working with people through this. I've got some resources below like the Career Clarity Checklist and others, and I would love to talk through with you how we can help you move through with power rather than fear and uncertainty. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you on the next video.